Yeah, you are a liar. Assuming, of course, you're a day trader, but you know what? I'm a liar too. Who are we liars to? Well, day traders love to lie to themselves. We hate to be honest with ourselves. We love to lie to ourselves when it conveniently makes us feel better. And I have a fantastic example of this. And I don't laugh at the person because, again, we all have this temptation. We all want to do this because when it's convenient for us to lie, we will lie to make ourselves feel better. That's just, again, basic human psychology, basic human nature. Now, I want to read this first part of a comment that I got on YouTube. And as I'm going through it all, just let me know, can you spot the lie? Because he makes a couple of statements, and then when you just think about it a little bit more, these statements reveal the fact that this person is flat out lying to themselves and they have no idea. So much so that they're publicly talking about it. Now, I get what they're saying, but yeah, let's just go through it. So Wesley says, went on tilt yesterday and made a massive loss. So let's just break this down to make sure we're all on the same page. Went on tilt, which if you're a beginner, that just means he basically lost control. He lost control of his emotions. He went on tilt. And what happens when you lose control of your emotions? Well, he had a massive loss. The second part of that comment, traded like I normally do today and made it all back plus some. So do you catch it? Do you catch a problem here? If not, he did not trade like he normally does, because by definition, that would be impossible. What do I mean? Well, what caused a massive loss? Well, the fact that he traded on tilt, he lost control. So if losing control led to a massive loss, what did he say happened? Well, he said today he traded like normal and not only got back that massive loss, but he got it back plus some. But what did we say was required for that massive loss to happen in the first place? He didn't have any control, right? So logic would therefore dictate, well, then you didn't trade like normal, because in order to get an uncontrolled loss back, you would have to have lost control again. And sure, in this case, it just allowed you to actually make that money back. So something changed. Something was not actually normal. He thinks he traded normally, but he did not, because by definition of the strategy, normal trading would not allow him to get back a loss that was massive, that was from going out of control, right? There's a shift there. There's no longer any sort of coherence in terms of if losing control leads to a massive loss, and then all of a sudden you have a massive gain plus some, well then you weren't trading like you normally would. And well, let's just follow up. And like I said, Wesley, I love you. I appreciate you being honest. But what did Wesley have to say? Because I explained this in my reply to him. But like I said, this was just too good of an example to show how we love to lie to ourselves. The lie, of course, being that he traded like normal today. So then down at the bottom, he goes on to say, you're right. I doubled my size today, which was a mistake. Got to write that in my journal and make sure it doesn't happen again. You're right. I doubled my size today. Which, I mean, yeah, like I said, in order to get back a massive loss, you're not trading like normal. You did something. Something was not normal. And in this case, which I did have a sneaky suspicion of, he lost control in the sense of he doubled his position size. But here he is, doubling his position size and thinking that he traded like normal. I'm telling you, we are liars. We will lie to ourselves. We will make ourselves think some really stupid things. So I don't say any of this in judgment, because I have the same temptations. I've done the same things. I'm guessing you have done the same things too. But to think that you're going to go out there and publicly proclaim how you traded like normal when you actually doubled your position size, which is crazy. And to anybody that has experience trading, I mean, to double, that is a 100% increase in your normal position size. That would be anything but normal. That is completely not normal. That is completely having lost control again. He just got very lucky that it didn't bite him once again. So Wesley, I appreciate you just shooting straight, being honest. It served as a great example here. And like I said, I say nothing to you in judgment, but we've all been there. We all have that temptation. And yeah, I'm glad you're going to write that in your trade journal, because that was definitely not normal. But before you laugh at Wesley, go look at yourself in the mirror. Have you ever lied to yourself? And the tricky part is, had I not said that, he may not even realize that he was lying to himself this whole time, which is, why you want to be part of a community, why you want to mentor or what have you. because somebody that cares about you is going to point out like, wait a second, this something doesn't add up here, Wesley, and help you get to the bottom of it. But yeah, that's a temptation we all have. So yes, if you're a day trader like I am, we are all liars. So our job is to always be on guard against it and be as brutally honest with ourselves as possible and not make ourselves, feel better about things because we want to do it. It's just not worth it because you're never going to improve. You're never going to figure out the actual problems. So don't be a liar to yourself. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.